Welcome guys, in this video we will do an example related to binomial distribution. Now this example is I have taken from this book by Ravi Singh. Now if you see in your past year papers from your university examinations, this type of example related to binomial distribution is very much important. So in next couple of videos I will do couple of example related to binomial distribution. So let us read the question first. Four coins are tossed simultaneously. What is the probability of getting exactly two heads? At least two heads and at most two heads. Now before we do this example, let us write formula of binomial distribution. So if n is number of trials, in this case n is 4. And let us call x is number of successes. Out of n trials, let us call x is equal to number of successes. Then probability of x number of successes is given by n combination x, p raised to x, q raised to n minus x, where p is probability of success, whereas q is probability of failure, which is 1 minus p, is equal to probability of failure. Now for this particular example, we will slightly manipulate this formula in its easier form. So this is example of tossing a coin. Now as you already know, if you toss a bias coin, then probability of getting head is exactly probability of getting tail, and both are equal to 1.5. Both are equal to 0.5. So in this example, let us call probability of getting head is a success, and let us call p is equal to probability of getting head, which is 0.5, and also q is equal to probability of not getting head, means probability of getting tail, so it will be also 0.5. So for this particular example, we will put value of n is equal to 4 and p and q in this formula. So 4cx, 0.5 raised to x, 0.5 raised to n minus x. Now we will simplify these terms. This is multiplication of 0.5 raised to x times 0.5 raised to n minus x. So 0.5 raised to, we will add the exponents. So x will get cancelled out, and this formula will reduces to 0.5 raised to 4cx, 0.5 raised to n is equal to 4. Now we will consider this particular formula for this example. Now using this formula, we will answer our all these three questions. So question 1 says, what is the probability of getting exactly two heads? So we have to just put x is equal to 2 in this equation. It is 4c2, 0.5 raised to 4. Now using calculator, we can calculate this. So it is 3 by 8. Answer of our first question is 3 by 8. Probability of getting at least two heads. So number of heads, which is x, at least two heads means heads not less than 2. We want minimum two heads, and it is okay to have heads more than 2. So x greater than 2. So this includes P of 2, exactly 2 number of heads, P of 3, exactly 3 number of heads, and P of 4, all the heads. Because we are tossing 4 coins simultaneously. Now P of 2 we have already determined, which is 3 by 8. P of 3, now to determine P of 3, you have to just put x is equal to 3 in this equation. So if you put x is equal to 3, then P3 is equal to 4C3 0.5 raised to 4. Now using calculator, it is 1 upon 4. And 4C4, P4 is equal to 4C4, because we will put x is equal to 4 in this equation. So 4C4 is equal to 1. So it is just 0.5 raised to 4. So it is 1 upon 16. Now we will add these three values to get our final answer for our question number 2. It is 3 by 8. So you will get 11 upon 16. So probability of number of heads greater than 2 is 11 upon 16. So this is answer of our question number 2. Now we will answer third question. At least 2 heads. Sorry, third question is at most 2 heads. We want at most 2 heads. So what is the probability that we have at most 2 heads? At most means not more than 2 heads. So it is less than or equal to 2. So if you think about this condition, then it includes 0, probability of getting no heads. So or 4 coins are tails. If we toss 4 coins, then we will get all 4 tosses as tails. One head and 2 head. Now in order to calculate P of 0, we will put x is equal to 0 in this equation. So it is 4C0 0.5 raised to 4. It is 1 upon 16. Now to calculate P of 1, we will put x is equal to 1 in this equation. So 4C1 times 0.5 raised to 4. It is 1 upon 4. And I think we have already calculated P of 2, which is 3 upon 8. Let me verify it. 4C2 times 0.5 raised to 4. Yes, it was 3 upon 8 plus 0.25 plus 1 upon 16. I am adding all these three values to get our final answer. So it is again 11 upon 16.